Hey everyone, this is Vicky from Second Sight Tarot, a branch of wellness. I'm here to do the sign of Cancer for the month of March 2021. I've already meditated on your cards. Please remember that this is a general reading. It might not resonate for everyone, so please leave what does and take what does and leave the rest. I'm doing the element spread today. It's current situation, how you can move through it through intellect and communication, the emotions that might come up with it, and how you can move through this to your final outcome or the destination. I'm using a bunch of different cards. They are all in the description box below, the names of them. I do oracle cards, and I love to, I'll do some tarot with oracle cards, and I'll clarify. I have a lot of clarifiers that I like to use. So. Sorry, I'm going to start that over again. I wasn't present when I was doing that, and I feel like it's off, so let's start that again. Okay, sorry about that. Cancer's situation. Same card in reverse. Too many. Cancer, what's going on? Probably me. Ooh, that's a good one. And bottom of the deck, boundaries. It's coming up for a lot of people. I think that we're reconstructing boundaries and how, like, maybe having some walls up or just resetting boundaries, you know, with maybe you're working on something and your boundaries are not in balance. So connecting with yourself and with other people. So really sitting with that. It might come out as we go along. We'll see. I'm going to pull a couple cards and then I'll get started. Woo! I swear, even when I was shuffling to meditate, they were popping out. I'm going to take this in this way. Interesting. Emotions for Cancer. I mean, I'm telling you, out of control here. Maybe this is the energy that we're flowing with. Who knows? I'm running with it, though. It's the same when I was shuffling to meditate. They were just popping out. There we go. That also came out while I was shuffling. Bottom of the deck, action. Awaken the warrior within. I definitely feel like you're shifting into something new, like taking action, like resetting boundaries. Like there's movement here. There's inner work being done here. I don't know if it's a current situation or just overall how you are right now in your life, but we'll clarify. Seems to be a common theme for a lot of people right now, just because of the world the way it is over the last year. People are like had time to work through something or wanting something different now in 2021. So we'll see. These are the major arcanas, White Witch Tarot. I usually just do this for the overall energy of the reading. The moon, maybe something that maybe something's coming to the surface that was not known before to you, and maybe that's what's causing you to shift this thing, or as you're shifting, things are coming up to the surface that you haven't dealt with for a long time, like the subconscious stuff, you know, like old patterns, old traumas, old situations, things that we've buried within that we didn't want to deal with anymore. Things maybe are starting to come up for you now. And also you've gotten 2 star cards. So there's definitely the overall energy of the reading is the star. And this is all about long-term goals, plans. So, and like having hope for the future and making shifts into, you know, creating that or attaining that stuff. So I think this is a really beautiful energy, and you have it in your current situation as well as the overall. So I think that's really a really beautiful energy to have. We'll clarify in the current position, but it's definitely about long-term goals and planning for the future. It's just something that you see what I mean? This has not happened for any other sign, so I don't know what's going on. There's a lot going on. Rocking the house. Cancer. I'm going to pull one more for that. I think you are trying to pull yourself in a lot of different directions here. I'm going to keep that there. Ooh, interesting. I think maybe there's some sorting out of like just life in general, like for you, I think. It's not just one direction or one situation. I think it's like literally a little bit of everything in your life. I think, and also the environment, which also just came in the last reading that I just did. So I definitely think that you've maybe are decluttering the mind, or physically your space that you're in. You're really like, you know, spring cleaning, but in a very deep way for you. Because I think that you're onto something here. You're really focused on something big. I think that the current situation is the star, again, blessings, inspiration, time to shine. But this is, like I said, this is all about long-term goals and plans for the future. Like you're really, really analyzing what you want long-term. And you have the inspiration and the hope to attain it. So maybe this is, for some of you, that's kind of where you're at, or it's just the beginning stages of like feeling like you're hopeful again, and you haven't really physically started to work through stuff, but you're about to, you know. But I think a lot of you guys are in there. It's just like now it's a matter of like feeling protected, you know, because it's a new way, it's a whole new way of being, you know, and it could feel unsafe. The unknown is unsafe, but just realize that you are protected, you know. You're being guided in this direction, maybe unwillingly. It's just like spirit is sending you there, and just to go with it. You know, I think definitely this is spirit driven for you. I think that it's like something's pushing you and pulling you to make a shift in your life. Spirit right here. This card is philanthropy, but it's also like there's money and gems and finding ways of doing so. But this is all about spirit. This is a spirit card for me. Like something is driving you, and it may not be your human self. You're definitely divinely guided in this journey. I think that your spirit is definitely saying, you know, I just want something different, and we're moving through it. And I think right now either you're unplugging a lot of things that you don't want to be in your space right now, or just unplugging with electronics. Maybe taking some space to have clear mind to figure out this kind of stuff, to figure out your path. Or maybe this is a good idea to unplug a little bit just to have some clear space. But this could be unplugging a lot of things. To me, this what's also coming up is maybe almost like materialistic things, like unplugging from those things, stuff. You know, maybe you're like cleansing your space. You had the where was that? Yeah, the environment. Maybe you're just like cleansing that space out, you know, taking things out that you were almost like cords, you know, doing cord cutting. This could also be cord cutting, like releasing energies that don't serve you anymore on your being. To me, that's more what this might be. For some, might be literally unplugging from stuff, like, you know, social media and stuff. But this is unplugging, cutting cords that don't serve you anymore. That your energy that is not needing to be shared and or given to something that is not where you are right now. That's kind of what I'm getting with this. So I'm going to pull some clarifiers from this, and then we'll move on to the intellect and communication. Like I said, you're moving quickly here. I do feel like this is like a faster pace just because of the way that the cards have been coming out. You're definitely going, like, feeling, I invite you to, maybe if you haven't already, maybe you are feeling grateful for the things that you have, or the person that you are, or the things that you want to attain, or just the, you know, being in your space of who you are, really being grateful for that. But if you're not, maybe inviting that type of energy in, like being grateful for the things that are in your life, and really seeing them for what they are, and appreciating them, and releasing things that don't serve you anymore. I definitely think that the unplug is more about cord cutting, spiritual cord cutting, and like people cord cutting, like things that are just like almost like an armor around you that are not allowing you to free your energy to move forward with this. Releasing things that are not serving you anymore, that you've outgrown, to make space in your hand for new things to come, you know? So I definitely think that's the space, and it's a really beautiful place to be. It's very exciting. It could be a lot of work and having to go in deep and stuff, and realizing that things aren't the way they are, but you're definitely releasing something. Another release card. I definitely think it's releasing old energies from people, places, and things. And I think you should stick with what you're doing. It's working. It's exactly where you're supposed to be, and using your intuition to move forward. Definitely feel like that's the path that you're going on right now. So in the, that's current situation. In the way you can move through intellect and communication and articulate things and communicate, you definitely go through a growth period here. Seeing things, maybe starting over, or seeing things through like a different lens, or almost childlike lens. But this, you've got the Fool, and that's self beliefs, a new journey, a leap of faith. You know, starting something new in a very innocent way, without like your mind preventing you from taking that space. I think you really want to start something new, and maybe finding new ways to articulate, new ways to communicate. You know, this is in the communications position. So are taking a leap of faith and stuff, but I think it's definitely finding new ways to communicate with yourself and with others, and to perceive things in a different way, to articulate and to understand them and break them down in the mind. Like, you're seeing things in a very different way, a more pure way, innocent and fresh way, new way. And self-reflection. You're maybe doing some self-reflection on how you communicate with the world and how you communicate your emotions. I definitely think that maybe some old patterns might be there that you want to shift, that don't serve you anymore. You've outgrown them. So really looking at how you communicate to the world in this situation, because it's just like a very new, fresh start for you this way. You might want to just filter out some stuff that doesn't flow with your vibe right now. Speaking of flow, and see where it takes you. Definitely flowing in a different way, taking a new current right now. I think you're just going in this new direction, and it's just a smoother sail. I just think like your focus is on something big. This is the Nine of Pentacles, or it could be the Nine of Pentacles, but it's also about focus and staying in the game to the final destination, like really trying to attain abundance, or trying to attain what you want out of this. You're so close. Nine, it's like you're in progression, right? You're proceeding with this. You're finding clarity in your direction on this, and it's just a really beautiful place to be. This looks beautiful. So I'm going to clarify. Well, that was fast. As you know, yeah, you're definitely looking in unfamiliar territory. This is all new territory for you. But you're staying focused, stay smooth in the way that you're moving through this, going with the flow, trying not to control the situation, and allowing whatever is guiding you to guide you in the right direction. And making sure your perspective is set in the right intention for you. Like, this could mean you're jumping up and gasping for air because you see the long journey ahead, and you're looking at it and like almost like it's a struggle, or you're jumping up with excitement, saying like, woohoo, like I'm definitely moving through, like, look at this journey ahead. It's so beautiful to me. You can look at it either way, but just having perspective and making sure you're clear on your perspective, especially the way that you communicate that with yourself and others, is really important here. And the last one here. Yeah, you have the inner strength to do this. This is so in your favor. Just believing, maybe shifting. If you don't believe it, believe it. You are strong. Just be nurturing to yourself. Be like, supportive to yourself, finding the willpower to move things, your inner strength. This is what this is. Knowing that you have inner strength, but really connecting with it when you don't feel that way, and knowing that you have it. In the how you move through this with or how you connect with this in the emotional way, or the emotions that you can connect through it, is realization. Really realizing that you can go through this new journey and feel safe, and that you're divinely guided. Like, I think that she's like standing in front of a keyhole, and her spirit is around her. You see all this mist around her. It's her spirit, her soul, and she's observing, is this where this is where I'm supposed to go? And this is spirit. I'm telling you from the beginning, this is spirit guiding you. That's what this card is. It's spirit pushing you in a new direction, in a new path, because that's where you're supposed to go. And just to connect with this emotionally, allowing yourself to connect with the emotions that are coming up. Maybe to release some old ways of thinking, and old patterns and old traumas and old ways that you've been carrying yourself, and just releasing them so you can make way for this new path that you're about to take in an easier way, an easier transition. There's definitely an end to a chapter right now, emotionally, spiritually, physically. you're definitely on the right path. A happy ending. It's like the sun card, like you're almost at the sun. Just stay focused on this. I think you're so on Cancer. You're so on it. And remember who you are. Return to your roots. This is really getting into your intuition and remembering the strengths and remembering the magic that's inside of you that you have for instinct and intuition, and like that you could guide and shift and manifest anything you want. You know, like realizing your inner strength and the tools that you have internally that are really the driving force in all of this is basically your intuition, like really connecting with your higher self and knowing that you're the shit to guide you through this. And emotionally, maybe this is the father, or like feeling financial. I think this is like you're gaining experience here with this. It might not be financial, like money wise. It could be that money is helping you through this process to make it easier for you. But I think this is more about like gaining experience, or knowing that you have the experience to move through this emotionally. Like you're either going to gain it now, or you're going to learn to like the tools that you need to move through this, or you already have it. So just trusting in yourself that you're in the right space with the right mentality and that you're on the right path. And then in the final, in the way you move through this, is the work hard, community and commitment and perseverance. But this is also the worker bees so hard, they work so hard to constantly, like all day long, but it's also community. Maybe not doing this alone. Maybe like, you know, finding your higher source to connect with, or someone, or your tribe. But, you know, this isn't going to be easy. This is a lot of work, but just know that you have the strength to pull through, and it's totally worth it in the end. And you also have surrendering, and you also have the stress card. So to me, this might be, it might be a little harder work for you to release this stuff. Or this could be holding you back. Like, you know, not surrendering to this path and to knowing that you're on the right path and you're divinely guided. And anxiety and stress is going to not allow you to move through this, because that is thinking in the future, and you're not being present with where you are right now. You know, after you work through this, make sure that you don't allow stress to dictate and to take lead. And surrendering means like giving up control and just allowing it, you know, being in control of yourself and like respecting and honoring yourself, but not controlling the path that you're supposed to take. Just listen to your intuition and allow that to take the lead here. Because stress can definitely get in the way. Anxiety and fear can definitely get in the way from like entering this new path. So just be in check with where you are spiritually, emotionally, and physically before you take this journey, because it could be easier workload on you if you work through some of that first before you jump into this new path, instead of having it show its face to you along the way. Is kind of what I'm getting from that. So let me just do some clarifiers on that. Hard work, please. Like I said, this has been the theme. The Lovers. I don't know if that was here. Was that here? I don't think so. So the Lovers, it could be a relationship. That could be your tribe. That could be who, you know, that could be who causes you stress. I don't know. I can clarify on it. But this is also higher love with yourself, falling in love with yourself. This is a common theme with every reading I've been doing. Just really finding your inner strength and your inner love, and really loving yourself for who you are and honoring that. That's half the battle of having anxiety and stress in this, is like being confident within that you love yourself so much that you can work through anything. The Death card, I definitely think that and it was in the reverse, so you definitely feel like you're in this transition of like after the tower falls kind of, you know. Well, it means something that new is coming. You know, it's not necessarily the tower, but this could mean that something else is coming, something new is coming, because there's a transition or a transformation period. You know, so you like your old self and patterns and habits have died off, and you're creating something new. So that's what that means. And really going in this with like this ease and like this flow, and allowing just staying calm, like the Breath card. This is all about staying calm, because I think this is causing anxiety or stress, or you might have this along the way. Like doing breathing exercises and really paying attention to your breath here might help you through that. because this is a very vulnerable time. It's understood. I'm going to take these all. The dreamer, making sure that you don't end up in a daydream about this and that you really push through to make this a reality. Or that could be you, or really making your dreams come true, and you're finally saying, like, you know what, I'm not going to allow my fear anymore to dictate or keep me stagnant. I'm going to go for my dreams. And using that magical essence of dream, that dreamer mentality of like manifesting things and to actually bring it into fruition. Duality, you know, I feel like keeping it in balance here of like your belief systems and like the way that you're moving through something, like really finding a balance with that is important. And wildness, like really knowing, going with your instinct, realizing that you are very powerful, very strong, very supported, you're safe, but using that instinct and that intuition to guide you. And that you are held, whether you're holding yourself through this or you have your lover or some tribe member or your tribe to help you through this, and that know that you are supported, protected, and safe in this process, because it can be very vulnerable, like I said. So in the star card came out for the middle, and we already talked about that. You're definitely on a long-term journey, a long-term path. You're thinking long-term here. I really think this is a beautiful spread. You're divinely guided, and the lovers again. So I feel like you're definitely falling in love with yourself or getting to know yourself a little bit deeper, and or this could be a lover for you coming in and being supportive. And go with your intuition. This is all about that for me, your intuition. So let me pull some self-care cards, because I like to end the reading this way. It's fun. Things you can do, or I invite you to do them if you're interested. This is for Cancer, March 2021. So the sex card came out. This could mean like, you know, having more fun or connecting on a sexual level, intimacy. But this also could mean root energy, chakra energy, and standing in your power and like really building up that power. It could be either one. It's not for everybody. Taking care, massaging. I think that maybe for stress and anxiety through all of this, definitely touch is important. But not just massage, but you can get any kind of body work, acupuncture, shiatsu, Reiki, anything that resonates with you with that is really important. Energy work, Reiki, working with the chakras, I definitely think is, I think that's more for the sex card, is like root chakra or like solar plexus for you, which I'm getting at. It's not sex, but like sacral, maybe just like the last three chakras, you know, solar plexus, sacral, and just from the fear and anxiety and stuff that you might have, you might want to work all three. And build strength, but this is also building your intuition. She has the main focus of this is building intuition, building the strength, the muscle of using your intuition and your inner guides to find clarity with everything, and knowing that you can trust yourself there. But also building strength if somebody needs to start working out, and that will even help you be more clear, getting some of the excess of energy that you have internally. Especially if it's sexual energy, you can definitely exercise to release some of that built up energy. And sound healing, meditation is great. You can do some cool sound healing stuff in person with yourself, like if you have any bowls or whatever, or drums. But you can also just listen to stuff on YouTube, like binaural beats, sound healing stuff. Basically, it's just trying to recenter you and calm you. This is saying like I need to calm down to stay focused on my game. So Cancer, this is your monthly March reading. I hope this resonated with you. If it didn't, just take what did. And if you like the way that I read and are vibing my vibe, please like and support. And please like and subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate the support. This is a lot of fun for me, and I really want to grow this channel. It's definitely helping me on my journey of self-discovery as well. So enjoy your monthly March reading. I hope that it helps you through the month of March, and I will see you soon.